I could really go for some pizza right now.
Yeah, geez, I'm starving.
Oh look, there's a Domino's right there. Wait, what's that? That's a new text from Domino's. Okay. You see you're in the vicinity. Come by in the next 5 minutes and get 20% off your pizza. Wow, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. But how did they even know we were here? How does this work?
So when did this all start? Basically, in the early 90s, the US 911 emergency system were the first to implement and use a location-based system. By doing so, they were able to track down callers and send officers to the premises as soon as possible. A few years later, several developers found that this idea was pretty interesting and it had a lot of potential, and especially a price tag. Speed would go literally from this to that in just a matter of seconds. Then, in 2001 in Korea, the world's first smartphone was introduced, and oh my god, 3G was here. And then everyone literally went insane. And now, we live in a society where pretty much everyone is subjected to location-based services. And then, global telecommunication usage skyrocketed, which meant more capital for investments for businesses, and without even realizing it, everyone was using it. And smartphones quickly became the new global trend. For example, Facebook would use features like these ones to determine the best ads depending on your location. And similarly, Google would keep track of your location and of your history so that they could do the same. So what does this mean for us?
Good question. Location-based services are emerging in that they are increasingly lending themselves to new levels of integration and convergence. They include emergency services, entertainment, traffic updates, and promotion, among others. Usually, these services are permission-based, meaning that the consumer has full control over whether or not he or she would like to benefit from these services. The social implications of location-based services can be organized into 4 areas: control, trust, privacy, and security. There are also behavioral implications revealing personal data such as your home, social life, and your everyday routine. Monitoring this information is questionable as it is private but now easily accessible. Location-based services are tracking what people are doing, how, and when. How would you feel about that? We're constantly being watched, and this might influence our behavior, right? As employees and customers, we're being monitored. Rental car clients are being tracked and fined if they drove too fast for more than 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
But there is some good in all this. Yup, I swear. As a promotional tool, it's definitely a sales driver. Also, through advertising, location-based services bring brands and people together as their targeting is so accurate. On the other hand, our privacy is being invaded, don't you think? Also, it nurtures our dependence on technology. But brands can be tuned out when we turn off the location services on our phones. But you never do because you're on Tinder, right? Marketing yourself, huh?
So, how does all of this work? This type of marketing is called geomarketing, which basically is displaying relevant content to users based on their GPS location, directly through their mobile phones. Example of its most base form, which I'm sure all of us have experienced, is the language-sensitive websites. When a user accesses a website, geomarketing detects the country of origin and displays a language-sensitive homepage. For instance, every time you log into Google, it will translate to the language of the country you're currently located in, which can make it easier, but it can be very, very frustrating as well. Marketers make use of this information in every level of the marketing mix in order to successfully target potential consumers based on their location. The power of geomarketing in the marketing mix is place, as place decides in which areas the promotion aspect of the marketing mix, third P, will be applied. Location-based advertising, which is also known as hyperlocal ad serving, is another example of geomarketing. It's something relatively new as it integrates mobile advertising with location-based services. Our retailer can now identify when an existing customer is close to store, or even create a potential customer by sending them an offer within the geofence, which is the blue area. Another example is how shop owners provide incentives to its customers when checking in. As these businesses have social media followers who are in close proximity, users of these social media applications such as Foursquare and Pinterest are offered coupons of products or services. Hey Yasmina, wake up, the sun is shining. Just kidding. So, the weather has a significant impact on purchasing behavior as it influences consumer decision from what they will wear to where they will go. Retailers are sending geo-targeted offers based on the daily forecast. That is a following new trend. The best example I can give you is Procter & Gamble, who created their own Pantene weather app, which displayed a haircast based on the local weather. So if, say, some woman or, man, lived in an area with high humidity, she or he saw an ad for an antifreeze Pantene product as well as a Pantene coupon to use at the local supermarket, accompanied with the ad.
Well, that was interesting. So what?
Well, actually, I would like to tell you about a genius example of location-based marketing. This is the story of a band and their virus. This band, it's Kaiser's Orchestra. They're from Norway. A couple years ago, they were facing an issue when launching their new album. It featured a full-time orchestra and had no radio potential, but they still wanted to make profits.
But where's the vision?
Well, they needed to be distinctive, credible, and relevant. They created an application that would spread the Kaiser virus. They infected a fan's phone with the virus, and you would catch the virus if you were within 50-meter radius of him, from smartphone to smartphone. Soon, the fans were chasing each other around Norway to catch the virus. Every virus caught meant unlocking a free download of a song off the new album. It's crazy how it spread from the phone of one fan to thousands of others, thanks to location services. When enough people caught the virus, the songs would drop one by one on iTunes and Spotify. If you used the tag Kaiser virus to tag a photo of a location you were infected at, with tickets to pop-up concerts that the band held for the infected fans. The virus spread and spread to more than 50 countries due to fans traveling from Norway to the rest of the world and infecting the phones of other fans. The band reached their marketing goal as the Kaiser virus was featured in 200 news channels, it became the #1 application in App Store and Google Play, and most importantly, their new album reached platinum status. Alright guys, this is it.
Thanks for watching!